Yo, this is Nick from Nite Soil, and you're listening to the Brutally Delicious podcast.
Well, thanks for joining us. I really appreciate it.
Sure, appreciate it.
What's it like? You're in Texas right now?
I am in Texas. Yeah, had to get away. Moved to, lived in New York, obviously, and me and another friend have a different band that we moved to LA for. Just made more sense, and we wanted to get out of New York. And so after being there a year and being in quarantine and all that crap for months, I was just like, well, I'm not going to be able to work here, so might as well just store my stuff away and come down here and be with family and stuff. I haven't been able to spend much time with the last 10 years, So
Right.
That's basically what I'm doing. Helping paint my sister's house right now.
Is the situation there a little bit better than it was in New York?
In here or LA?
Oh, where you're at now in Texas?
Oh, it's chill. It's hell down here. I mean, besides going anywhere and seeing Trump merch for sale everywhere,
Right.
It's besides that, it's pretty awesome. And that's not to say everyone's a Trumper, but there's enough.
Right.
Where it's like, how does this person sell so much goddamn merch? Like,
Yep.
it's crazy. There's double stacked flags on certain trucks. Double stacked. Like,
that's the university you should have started. Merch University.
Oh shit! I'm like, this is. I'm impressed, actually. It's the most impressive thing I've ever seen anyone do merch-wise. But besides that, it's really cool. I don't know. It's not everything's open or anything either.
Right.
So it's not. But I'm at least spending it with family, and
Well, good.
I got a car down here, so whatever. Anyway.
So how did Nite Soil come about? I know you hooked up with Frank from Metal Injection, right?
Yeah, me and Frank have been friends for a long time, and it was just something funny. We'd always, you know how every friend do. You're listening to music. Oh, dude, we should write a song about that, or whatever. And it's like bullshit. No one ever writes a fucking song,
Right.
Like, oh, that'd be great, ha ha. Well, I remember us just talking about, I really wanted to do slam death metal band. I'm like, dude, come on, let's play some drums, let's write some fucking riffs, and let's just do it and put it on Bandcamp. And, a couple conversations about that, and Frank had a electronic drum set, and he was like, well, I don't know when I can get to the drums or do C. I'm like, fuck it, just do it on those. Who gives a shit? I'm going to do this shit on GarageBand or something anyway. Who cares? So, wrote some riffs. We played some drum beats to them. Some certain things were arranged, and then we're like, okay, who we gonna get to see on this project that no one's ever gonna hear? And just looking at friends, and then somehow it turned into like, oh, we'll have one person here, one person there. Because no one wants to commit to oh, great, we have, cool, buddy, I'm gonna sing on your death metal thing that no one's gonna hear. I'm
Right.
gonna do one song, no one's gonna commit to fucking. I didn't expect that, so. One person here, one person there, and basically just a bunch of friends, and we're like, well, shit, let's change the name to something half serious, and maybe if we sell it, we can raise money, do something positive out of it. So that's basically it.
Yeah, I saw that you were raising money for cancer. Is it cancer awareness or?
Yep.
How
That's
did
the
that?
thing that stuck out to me right away. I was like, what? Like, in the middle of COVID, most bands and musicians are really trying to look out for themselves, but you guys seem to be looking out for a bigger cause.
Yeah, there's a lot bigger things, I'm someone that's played in bands my whole life, toured, etc., whatever. I've worked in various ends of the music industry. I tend to, this sounds bad, but I'm just the type of person that would suck it up. If I need money, I'm not going to be like, oh, please, here's a Kickstarter so we can go to Europe. I'm like, I don't feel sorry for you guys. The bands that are like that most of the time. I get it. But sometimes you just got to roll up your sleeves and do your own shit, figure it out,
Right.
Whatever. way usually. So when it comes to stuff like this, you know, I'm used to not making money anyways in terms of that. But it's like it would feel better to put the energy into it like I was trying to do that and make it towards something better and bigger than, you know, my bills. You know.
Right.
Yeah. No, I get it.
We're all affected. Every one of us. Every single person has someone in their family or friends that have, you know, died of cancer or hadn't, you know, brushed with, you know, death because of that. And yeah, I think it's something that everyone should understand that's important.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I lost a grandmother and a grandfather to cancer, so I get it.
Yeah.
It touches everybody.
Yeah. Awful.
So how are you guys? Is this? I mean, I was reading somewhere like it's mostly file sharing. Have you guys gotten together at all to write, or is it all just really sending parts back and forth?
Let's see. Should I make up a story that's funny about us writing this and getting together during COVID, or let's see. No, it literally. This is the funny part. The actual hilarious part is the amount of time spent on this in terms of just like, you know, if you're at the very beginning, you're not really expecting tons of people. Before we decided anything, getting vocalists or anything, you don't expect a lot. So I literally recorded all these guitars through a Kemper profiler, if you guys are familiar with guitar shit.
Yeah.
And
Very.
okay. And then into fucking GarageBand. I don't even think I had Logic then. You know, when I was doing it, I was in between, like, getting a computer, and I just had GarageBand. So I was just, like, sending stems. So that was it. You know, and then once we figured, you know, okay, let's do this or that, there's a few other things. But, yeah, that's it. No getting together. Everything's, you know, fake drums. You know, it's really funny if you probably were, if we were on film, you know, you probably see Frank getting up, playing his little electronic kit in his, you know, playing death metal in his living room, and I'm in my underwear right on GarageBand, you know what I mean? So that's literally how that was done. And Will Putney came to the picture because he's a friend of Frank's, and Frank's worked with, you know, done press and stuff with him for years with, I guess, his band, and he's a great producer, and somehow worked out where he was down to help mix it, which is just like the ultimate turd polishing fucking gift. Like,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Do you know what drum program you guys use?
Oh, I mean, Frank played the drums, but I'm not sure. But you know, the electronic. I don't know what the triggered sounds were.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I own a drum software virtual instrument company, so I'm always curious on what people are using. So
I have a black metal project that I started, and I just did the same thing. I was like, fuck, you know, I just want to do some black metal. I've always listened to it, so I was just like, I just record some stuff, and I used, you know, basically, I found the Easy Drummer worked the best because I had gotten it, and I was like, you sit there and try to type out the beats, and I'm like, I'm no drummer, because all the damn beats are already there. Like,
Easy Drummer's great.
You know, because I'm like, all right, this is a good thing right here. I got to custom build this with my fingers, bing, bing, bing. And then you listen, you're like, shit's already in here. Like, fuck it. You know, why am I even trying? Why am I wasting the time? So, but with this, I'm not sure what I'm not sure.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm just a tech head.
Nerd, right?
What's your company?
I run Space Cabin Audio. So we're affiliated with a company out of California called Platinum Samples, and they do like all the Joe Barresi and Andy Jones, you know, Jim Scott drum libraries, stuff like that. So
nice.
Yeah. We created our own player, and you can host audio units and VST plugins right inside the instrument itself. So you don't have to bust out the extra tracks for mixing or whatever.
Oh shit, that's cool. Oh, that's really important right now. You know, people can't get together. Like,
oh yeah, no, we're here to talk about you, so I shouldn't talk about me. But,
all right.
I did some covers of Judas Priest with Dave Patton and Russ from Annihilator.
That's it.
And we used just software and amp sims, and that's it, you know. So, yeah. But anyways, Bruce?
Yeah, so are you guys planning on, I know there's COVID, but are you planning on doing any kind of live streams with this project, or if COVID ends suddenly, taking it on the road?
I'm not gonna say no, because all this stuff is pretty new in terms of press and people's awareness of the project. We've had a really good response, and you know, people have sent us messages and this and that and that. So I don't know if it's hitting some people's ears, and if something comes up where we can turn it to another positive besides just like get it out on a live stream or whatever, I think that would be great. Yeah, I'd be down. I'm sure Frank would be too. It's just figuring out like what locals to get together, you know, or like some, you know, low budget probot death metal band, you know,
Right.
like every. Yeah, I don't know if everyone's familiar with that, the Dave Grohl thing where how.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But you know, we're the low budget version, and I don't know how to get who or what together. But maybe, yeah, I'm sure something could happen. Yeah, we'd be down for sure.
Do you have any more songs in the works or another release, or is it too early?
Yeah, I have probably 10 tracks worth of riffs that I, you know, and I say worth of riffs because I don't have them all in song format, but all meant for certain songs. Yeah, about 10 songs worth.
Oh, wow,
and
okay.
we definitely want to do a full length and get a bunch of different people involved as well. Maybe some of the same also, but I don't know if the songs are going to be like, once you realize it's like, okay, this isn't just going to be 10 people hearing it, it's like, all right, buddy, you know, do a little better job. You know, let's pay a little more attention. So,
I mean, the songs are heavy.
Cool.
The songs are heavy as hell and brutal. I was blown away. I was listening to Amusement Park earlier.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's really slamming.
Yeah, I appreciate it. That's the idea. But you know, you listen to it and it's like, okay, I literally spent 20 minutes on this, you know, or whatever, certain parts. You know, I'm like, I've done this way better, so we'll be even more focused. Definitely want to keep it super heavy, but I don't know. I'm stoked. It's gotten given me a little more, I don't know, motivation, I guess, to really make it sound. Hopefully, you know, by that point we'll have enough people.
Hey, I know that you kind of brought this up before, but how did Will Putney get involved again? Because like that guy's a heavy hitter.
Yeah, no, Frank told me that he, you know, I guess he approached him. Frank approached him, and they're friends. And I'd met him once. There's no way he probably remembers me, but we know we were hanging out at St. Vitus Bar in Brooklyn, one of the 1,000 nights, and yeah, I remember him being a really nice guy, and I was aware of some of his production and all that. So he was like, "Yeah, unmask Will." Blah blah. I was like, "What? There's no way this guy is going to have the time or want to do this shit," you know. But he was, and that's basically it, you know. I don't know what Frank told him, but something like no, I'm just kidding. But it was super cool, and unfortunately, he hit a time where he got like locked out of his studio and stuff during party COVID, so pushed some of the progress back. I mean, whatever, it's fine. But this has been kind of ready for a minute. But yeah, when he told me he was working on it, I was just like, oh god, should have been way better stuff. I guess, it had to have been a nightmare. But you know, I didn't even have like direct guitar tracks written. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Shit you would obviously do if you're gonna send it to someone that's just like this smoking badass mixer producer. You know, he just got these raw ass guitar files, you know. So yeah, thanks to him, he made it sound good. So
yeah, it sounds killer.
Awesome.
Yeah. I don't have anything else. Bruce, do you?
No, I don't. If fans want to get a hold of you guys, are you pretty active social media wise?
What's that?
If fans want to get a hold of you, are you pretty active social media wise?
Oh yeah. You can just message us through Instagram or Facebook Facebook or whatever. Instagram's probably best.
And it's just Nite Soil?
Nite Soil Band. I believe. Hold on, let me double check. all pretty new. I'm pretty good at saying the wrong thing.
No, that's all good.
Nite Soil Official. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I cut you off. Nite Soil what?
Official?
Okay, great. So Nite Soil Official. And before we go, can I get you to do a bumper? Awesome, Nick. Thank you for taking the time. Good to talk to you again, and I appreciate you all you do. So stay safe out there.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate it, guys.
Be well, my friend.
Stay safe out there and have a great day.
You too.
You too, man.
All right. Bye.
Later.